Chelsea open to selling Alejandro Garnacho, just months after £40 million manunited transfer. Chelsea are open to selling Alejandro Garnacho in the summer. Garnacho has endured a difficult season at Stamford Bridge since his £40 million transfer from Manchester United on deadline day in September. The 21-year-old winger has started in 21 of Chelsea's 51 games, having made 77 starts in his final two campaigns with United. Garnacho has scored 8 times in all competitions for Chelsea, adding 4 assists, with half of them against Football League teams in cup ties. He has just 1 goal in the Premier League for the Blues. Chelsea coach Liam Rosenior is believed to have reservations about Garnacho and has afforded the Argentine only 4 Premier League starts since his appointment on January 6. Pedro Neto, Rosenior's preferred left winger, and Chelsea bought Jamie Gittens from Borussia Dortmund in the summer. He's currently sidelined with a hamstring injury. Garnacho was so keen to join Chelsea that his agents visited Stamford Bridge January last year, 7 months before he left United. The Argentina international is represented by former Chelsea midfielder Enrique de Lucas, and Garnacho made frequent day trips to London last season. But Garnacho suggested in an interview last week that he regretted some of his conduct towards the end of his time at United. After the Europa League final defeat to Tottenham in May, Garnacho criticised former coach Ruben Amorim for dropping him and indicated he would consider his future. Amorim omitted Garnacho from the squad against Aston Villa on the final day of the season and informed him he would be sold. During the summer, Garnacho donned a Rashford 9 Aston Villa shirt that he uploaded onto his Instagram account. The pair were members of the bomb squad, kept separate from the first team pre-season training. He told Premier League Productions, "I remember that, in the last 6 months, I was not playing like before at Manchester United. I started to be on the bench. It's not such a bad thing. I was only 20 years old, but in my mind it was like I had to play every game. In my mind, maybe it was also on me. I started to do some bad things. But it was just a moment in life, and sometimes you have to make decisions. I am really proud to be at Chelsea and still in the Premier League at a club like this. About United, I have nothing wrong to say about the club, anyone at the club, or my teammates. It was just a moment that changed and life continues. I have no regrets." Garnacho and Rashford were dropped from the match-day squad against Manchester City in December 2024 by Amorim over their attitude during the Europa League win, Victoria Pilsen 3 days earlier. Garnacho also apologised for walking down the tunnel, or his first-half substitution in the 3-2 win against Ipswich Town in February last year. Amorim hooked Garnacho after Patrick Dorgu was shown a red card. When asked about Garnacho last month, Rosenior said, "He's got huge ability and potential. For any young player, the biggest thing to be challenged on is consistency. But he's shown really good signs, not just in training, but in meetings, that he's on a really good track." United play at Chelsea on Saturday night. Garnacho was an unused substitute in the reverse fixture in September. Ironically, United are in the market for a left winger in the summer. Alejandro Garnacho may be questioning his £40 million departure from Manchester United, as Chelsea are believed to be willing to offload him this summer. The Argentine winger made the switch to the Blues last summer following 5 years progressing through the youth system and first team at Old Trafford. Garnacho's to former and current clubs will meet at Stamford Bridge on Saturday evening. While he is representing the Blues this campaign, the 21-year-old has recently acknowledged he harbours certain regrets about his departure from Manchester. The winger joined United's academy from Atletico Madrid in 2020 and made his first team both for United in April 2022. He was actually introduced against his present employers as a 91st minute substitute for Anthony Elanga, who has also since departed United. Over 144 appearances, Garnacho netted 26 goals, provided 22 assists, and cultivated a devoted following amongst United supporters due to his enormous potential at Old Trafford. Yet following a very public dispute with former boss Ruben Amorim, the youngster witnessed his playing time diminish at the club before ultimately departing entirely. Having spent nearly one campaign in West London, Garnacho has confessed his perspective of his hurtful Manchester exit has shifted. The 21-year-old told Premier League Productions that he regrets the way his United departure unfolded. He said, "Maybe yes, because I love that club. They gave me the confidence from the start, from Spain, to bring me to the academy. Then they brought me to the first team. So it was like 4 or 5 years, and amazing love from everyone, from the fans, the stadium. Everything was really good. It's just sometimes you have to change for the good of your life, or the next steps. I only have good memories of Man United. I remember in the last 6 months was just not playing like before at Manchester United. I started to be on the bench. It's not a bad thing. I was only 20 years old, but in my mind, it was like I had to play every game. In my mind, maybe it is also on me. I started to do some bad things. But yes, it was just this moment in life. And sometimes you have to make decisions. And I am really proud to be here and still in the Premier League at a club like this. Everyone knows the team we have and the things we can do. I am proud to be here. But with United, I have nothing wrong to say about the club. No one in the club or my teammates. It's just a moment in life that changes, and life continues. I have no regrets." Garnacho is probably reconsidering his words after the Europa League final, where he made it abundantly clear he was dissatisfied with his recent playing time. Reflecting on the loss to Tottenham, he said, "Up until the final I played every round helping the team, and today I play 20 minutes. I don't know. The final will influence my decision, but the whole season, the situation of the club. I'm going to try to enjoy the summer and see what happens afterwards." Garnacho's approach was noticed by teammates, including United captain Bruno Fernandes. Speaking about the youngster after he netted the winner against Real Sociedad in November 2022, the Portuguese midfielder was unambiguous about his expectations of the winger. Fernandes said, "He was good, but he knows we expect a lot from him. He's still really young, doing really well. At the beginning of the season, he was not at his best. On the pre-season tour, he did not have the best attitude. That's why he didn't get his chance until now. He's getting his chances because he's training better. He's having the correct attitude." It appears this approach could be returning to trouble Garnacho as his new club are dissatisfied with his contributions. The 21-year-old has scored 8 goals and provided 4 assists in 38 appearances so far this campaign, and is yet to reach the standards that the Blues may demand from him. It has been reported that Chelsea could be prepared to approve a departure, with Liam Rosinia unconvinced about Garnacho's role in the team. The winger has 6 years left on his deal at Stamford Bridge, that has already been linked with a switch to Boca Juniors.